everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Nicole with Made from Scrap, and I just wanted to show you a quick project share for a traveler's notebook that I put together, and I used the Midnight Kiss paper collection from Country Craft Creations. This is just some of the 12 by 12 sheets that I had left over in my stash from prior projects, and I also used some of the pockets and tags and ephemera pieces that were part of the collection. You can see that it comes with all three of those here. I went ahead and used a laminator that I bought a little while back and have yet to use, so that was my first time using it. And then let me tell you what else I did. I picked up a wine bag from the Dollar Tree, and I cut it up so that I could use this as my traveler's notebook outside. I just like the look of it that went along with this paper collection. And then I used an elastic that I got from some packaging. I think it came off of like a chocolate box package, something like that. So I'm repurposing that as an elastic band. I went into my charms and got out some of my charms. So I think that was fun. And this measures 8.5, let me see. The bag I folded down anyhow, so that the laminate piece is 9 inches wide. So your bag I measured to about 8 3/4 of an inch. Okay, and what I did is I folded it over because I didn't want it to have a cut edge, so I folded it back on itself on each side. And then on the inside, I went ahead and placed one of the pages from the paper collection. Let's see if I can get this off to the side instead. There we go. From the paper collection, I glued it down, and then I went ahead and put this through my laminator. Okay, next thing I did was punch some holes. I punched 3 holes in the top using my crocodile and 3 holes in the bottom. And then I pinched right here at the center in order to get 2 holes there. I'm not really sure how else to do that if you don't have something like an eyelet set or something separate to use. Okay, but that's how I did the outside cover. And then I went ahead and put my elastic through those 2 holes, tied a knot, and I think it measures 13 inches total. So the entirety of the book, let's see, is about 10 3/4 inches finished in width by 8 3/4 in height. Then these pages for the 3 signatures, those measure 8.5 by 8.5. Okay, for these outside covers, which are made from cardstock. This is the artisan cardstock, it's gold. Here's one of the pockets from the Pockets and Tags collection, right here. And then the decorative pages, I cut the 12 by 12 down to 8.5 inches in width, and then 11.5 inches in length. And then I scored so that there's a 3-inch pocket to fold up. I cut a slit right here so that I relieve the bulk that would be at the fold. And then I glued down each side of these pockets, and I also used my envelope punch board before I glued it down so that I would have a little notch. From the top, the 8.5 inches, I scored at 4 1/4 inches, and that is how I put together my signature page, my signature booklets. The other thing that I did is I inserted some, these are just some regular copy pages. I cut this down to 8 by 8, and then because I don't have a long arm stapler, I went ahead and just folded this over just slightly, put it into my regular stapler, stapled there in the center, and that was it. Okay, so those are my signatures. Each one of these are made the same. There is 3 of them, so that was the first one. Here is the second one, right here. Isn't that beautiful paper? This is My Colors cardstock that I used here. It's a white shimmer page, and then the copy paper. And that's the third one. I used a couple of these lovely little ephemera pieces. And you can see I used cording right here to attach all these 3 signatures. And this is the last one. This is some, I think mauve colored My Colors cardstock that I used on this one. And then here is another page from the paper collection. More ephemera pieces. Fold this over. Another one of the little cut-aparts that are the pockets. Not sure if this will fit in here. And then I used another piece of that gold artisan cardstock here, and I used my envelope punch board again, and I just glued it on 3 sides so that there's a long tag pocket here on the back side of this signature. And then I back this on a piece of that My Colors cardstock, that white shimmer. And that's it. That is my little traveler's notebook, and I hope you enjoyed this little project. I encourage you to reach into your stash and find new ways to take advantage of using up those beautiful papers that you've purchased. You can always get this at countrycraftcreations.com. And until next time, everyone, happy crafting, you all. Bye.